This video will be about y delta transformation and delta y transformation of this is known as delta arrangement of three resistances or impedance. As well, it's applicable for inductance and capacitance as well. Similarly, this one is Y connection because there are three resistances in the connected in like Y shape. So if we have a delta connection like this one, how we find the equivalent Y value? There is a formula, and I will just write down the formula and how to memorize it. So this is N1, this is N1 for the equivalent Y, this is N2, this is N2 for equivalent Y, and N3 for equivalent Y. So R1 is the equivalent Y value, which is RA plus RB plus RC. So summation of the three delta values in the denominator, and on the numerator, since this is N1, it will be the product of two delta values which are connected to the node N1. So those are RB, RC. So this is how we can remember. Similarly, for R2 it will be, again the denominator will be the same, RA plus RB plus RC, and on the numerator we will have, since this is R2, that is N2, we will have RC times RA. So that will be RC times RA, and R3 will be like that, and here we will have this one RA times RB because N3 and N3 here. So RA times RB. Similarly, if we have a Y connection and we want to find the equivalent delta values, what we will have to do, let's see that. So we want to find, let's say, RA, the equivalent delta value of the given Y value. So on the numerator here we will have R1 R2 plus R2 R3 plus R3 R1. So basically like that, and in the denominator we will have, since this is R3, we will see this is connected to node 3. So what is the other opposite resistance that is here? So this one is RC. So I was saying this is RA we want to find. So RA is this resistance that is connected between node N2 and N3. So what will happen is we have to look at the equivalent Y connection. N3 and N2 is this one and this one. So the resistance that is connected to the other node, that is R1. So that will have R1 here. Similarly for RB, the denominator the numerator will be the same, R1 R2 plus R2 R3 plus R3 R1, and in the denominator we will have, since we are trying to find RB, and RB here is connected between node N1 and N3. So if we look at the Y connection, N1 and N3 is R1 and R3. So it will be the one that is not connected to that node. So this one, which is R2, we will have R2. And for RC, we will again have the same thing here. I am not writing anymore. And RC, we can see here, RC, this one is connected between N1 and N2, and here N1 is, R1 is connected to N1, and to N2 R2 is connected. So the one that is not connected is R3. So this one will have R3 here, and of course this whole thing will be in the numerator. So this is how we can remember the formula for the transformation Y to delta and delta to Y.